Make sure the gain is set right. Make sure the stream mix is good to go. We are broadcasting. How are we doing over here? Fabulous. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hypixel. I was getting ready for today. Man, you are quick on that live stream join, my guy. Pleasure to have you. I was looking at it. It's still funny to me that Hypixel has become so big, but it's still in like the prototype lobby. But oh my goodness, my inventory is absolutely full. Right, I was in the middle of doing like... Oh, I still get rewards? Lantern of the Dead. A plastic shovel and a singing fish. Oh, they're just like milestones. Last time we were running around just doing some quests, like on the different islands. Ah, I see. Which is why we have one of these like yellow rocks. I think I accidentally grabbed 2 of them. And we were doing that quest line until I found out that we have to go to the Nether Island, which we can't do yet. So instead today we're going to be building, and I can show you what we're going to be building in relation to. I don't get stuck. Curses. The grappling hook being slow. If we go to this random tavern here... no, not you. Not the Mafia. Our friend the Gladiator. He is drinking away his sorrows because he no longer has a Colosseum to run. Like, we come back over here. This is the state the Colosseum is in. That's right, ruins. Nice, that's great to hear. Yeah, the Colosseum is in ruins. That's why he is not having a good time. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna break ground. Oh, with the minecarts? But today we're gonna break ground on a Colosseum. Minions have been updated to a new system with the same functionality. Interesting. Oh, that's right, we should probably empty them. So it's not... Okay, it is a little tedious, but it's not that bad. I will say, though, I'm pretty sure if that's the pack you're playing where you've got mechanism, I want to say the cardboard boxes work. As well. That's a promising shovel. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, let's start by doing chores. Ah, yes. We'll just make another experience artifact. Nice, that's good to hear. Let's see here. Turn this into lapis, turn this into lapis, turn this into lapis. Honestly, you know what I should be doing? Actually, that's what we're doing with the redstone minions. So, enchanted redstone, enchanted redstone. Is the super compactor. Yeah, the super compactor turn into blocks. Do we have a 3000 in this guy? Okay, we do. $1K diamonds. Goodness, that is a lot of diamonds, my guy. Where was I? Not skills. Yeah. So the super compactor 3000, turn it into its enchanted form. We can combine that with a normal compactor and make it to where our, what's it called? Our minions are able to just produce enchanted blocks, which is why we need a lot of enchanted obsidian or enchanted cobblestone and enchanted redstone. So I should probably set up some cobblestone guys. Although this is not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be enchanted redstone blocks. But which is why these guys here never get full, because they're always compacting. Do we have minion slots? We have a minion slot. I think I already have a magnetic talisman. I don't. That's a new talisman. There we go. So I should probably set up a... Oh, geez. I can fly. A cobblestone generator, so that way... Or a cobblestone minion. Which I should have one somewhere. Because I start with one. A sugarcane. Experimentation table, Necromancer's brooch. We have a lot of enchanted lapis blocks. I could probably turn these into, yeah, some more enchanted lapis. Well, we can do plenty of enchanting. Geometry Dash should have an epilepsy warning. Probably. Because even like Phasmophobia has an epilepsy warning, even though that game, I think the most intense it gets is like flashing lights. Like not like flashing lights, like the whole screen is flashing, but like flashing in-game lights. Or at the very least, it should probably have one for user-created content. Ah, we just have 2 Titanic experience bottles. Sitting around. Talisman of the Century. It doesn't have any effects, but it is a thing. Oh, my arrows. Ancient turtle skin. Oh, nice. I still need to grind out my ranger badge. Because in my set of 3 people that I play with, like my 2 friends, they both have a Blood Moon badge, and I don't. And I don't know how they got it without me. So I've been trying to get, or I haven't been actively trying, but sometimes I've been trying to get the Ranger badge, so I have a unique one. I also know there's a secret you can do on the Lighthouse map, but I just don't know. I don't know what the like inciting the initial hint is for how to start it. Because I know the first steps to it, but I don't remember. I don't know what the initial hint is, and I want to find and I want to like figure out that. Do I not? Where's the cobblestone minion? Oh, he might be just out front. Cow minion. There you are, cobblestone minion. And I have a good chunk of cobblestone. Look at this. Using all this cobblestone is clearing out my chests. Alright, next we need an enchanted cobblestone. Yeah, with the custom difficulty. I actually made a custom difficulty to grind out the ranger badge, because I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I only make progress if I successfully identify the ghost and don't get killed. So, but I still want A1 XP, even if it's very little, I still want some. So I made a custom difficulty that like facilitated it best I could. So obviously, you know, all 3 experience points make it to where it rarely ever hunts, or not experience points, evidence points. Rarely ever hunts. And for my own personal sake, it wasn't sunrise. It was some other weather condition that made it, some weather condition that made it like brighter, but it wasn't sunrise. I think it was like fog, ironically enough, just because how ambient occlusion works in video games. Oh dear, that's a lot of that's a few monsters. There's a few guys in here. Here, let's start by slabbing it up. If I can get back down. Be gone. I got a potato. Alright, there we go. And now if we put slabs in all this stuff, they cannot spawn. And we don't have to light it up. It's just a fun way to play the game. I could definitely see the appeal to speedrunning, like, games with good movement systems. Like, it's so much fun in, like, the new Super Mario Bros. Games to go through a level as fast as you can once you know how the... Like, once you're good at, like, platforming in it. And just, like, comboing, like, bouncing between enemies is a lot of fun. Alright, there we go. So we've slabbed it up. I think, are these up or down slabs? Oh, these ones can spawn monsters. Wait. I don't remember. Can monsters spawn on string? Oh, I forgot. We got gifted a lot of rats last time. Aha, there's a bunch of string. I can't remember if this will block mob spawns, but I guess might as well try. There we go. Stuff immediately started spawning. Oh no, that's like on the main floorboard. Well, that's because we haven't given it an interior yet. Alright, Colosseum time. Unfortunately, a Colosseum is going to be another giant circle, so... That's fun. Here, let me put up... stuff. So we're gonna take this. What the? Oh, these are up slabs too! Okay, well I'm not gonna deal with that right now, because I don't have the stuff on me. So it is... There, I think, is ground level. Yeah, that's ground level. And if we go, like... Probably, like, an entire stack's worth of blocks outward. Alright, that's probably good. This is where we can begin the edge of the arena. So, unfortunately, it's going to be another giant circle. So what I'm going to do... But I think it's going to need to be a bigger base circle than the tower. But it doesn't need to be... It's not going to be nearly as tall as the tower, because the tower is ginormous. Or, yeah, ginormous. Dude, this is a little far out. Yep, that is the challenge with challenging levels. So if we start with 7? Oh, that's 9. Yeah, we'll do that. So then it goes in. For my sake. I know, we will do that. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 5. 1, oopsies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, nice. Actually, if it's gonna be a circle, it needs to, like... I think it needs to be a little bit steeper. So we'll drop down to 3. And then this is the corner. That's still, like, way too... it's not feeling circular-y enough for me. Okay, so this is 8. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Or no, this is 9. Yeah, because yeah, it's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Yeah, that is way too, like, angular. I don't know, you just like what you like. Is the Skyblock Coliseum Dwarven? We're building the gladiator a new Colosseum because he's not having a good time with the Colosseum in ruins. How's it going? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's try 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. That getting what we want? Let's see here. Let's finish it through. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That might work, except that it's not symmetrical. What did I do wrong? I didn't... Hey! Yeah, we are 17 away, which is crazy. So, let's see here. Then this is 3, and then this is 4, and then this is 2, 3, 4. Okay, this might work. 2, 3, 4, 3, and then 2, and then it juts out 1. Make sure we're symmetrical. The pain of building circles in a grid-based game. Alright, I think we're still symmetrical. Or the whatever. Okay, we've done something wrong this time. What have I done wrong? Oh, I just didn't bring this over far enough. Alright, these not lining up now. Okay, that lines up. That lines up. Yeah, sometimes the holidays can be a lot. This is all one block too far. Four, 3, 2, outcrop. 4, 3, 2. That goes there instead. There we are. I think we have a circle. or as close as we're gonna get with a circle in Minecraft. Wow, thanks for another gifted membership. But yeah, it's a balancing act because you definitely want to like show family that you care and you support them, but you also have to maintain your own like have your own personal time as well. It's sometimes never easy. That is a contradictory statement. So this circle is all just going to be the base of the arena. It's not going to include the stands or anything like that. Do I have any more stone brick? I have a decent chunk more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover this with sand, and then once I have all the sand in, we can take some gravel, and then maybe make a design in the sand and gravel. And I have no clue what I'm gonna do for the underside of the Colosseum yet. We'll have to save that one for that choice or that decision for later. Well, I want to still show my appreciation, but you do have a point that it's becoming like your thing. Maybe that this is gonna warrant as like a special role in the Discord server. Communicating with other humans is hard, and like it's impossible to know exactly what everyone else is thinking, and there's never one correct way to like talk to other people, or like there's never one correct way to have a social relationship. So it's always a learning process. I'm building this, and I'm already starting to get ideas for other builds to do on the island. Like, I would love to do a build of a dragon, both because dragons are cool. Keep an eye out for next week, Dragon Week. But also just because I want to try something like that's not a build, or a building, I should say. And I have this memory of, I think one time I was playing Build Battle. That's what the game mode is called. Took me a second. I was playing Build Battle, and I think my first legendary build was when we rolled dragon as the theme, and I built like the coolest ice dragon that I've like ever built. And I think that was the first time I got a legendary rating on Build Battle. Alright, builder, I need sand. You sell, there it is. Sand block. I mean, yeah, you do have a point. It's just how the human brain works. If something that is a surprise the first time keeps happening on a regular basis, the brain just gets to be like, oh yeah, this is expected. It's the norm. Even though every time you guys do decide to support me like that, I personally think it should be celebrated. It's crazy to think that you're willingly like deciding that, hey, this random little YouTuber in the corner of the internet who likes dragons perhaps a bit too much is worth spending my time and money on. Oh jeez. I don't know why I'm saying oh jeez. I have like 800 health. Oh, hello, Enderman. We didn't one hit. Is this platform so big that things are spawning on the opposite side of it, but I'm not at one area? Yeah, it does look like it, because there's zombies spawning over there. Oh, these are level 7. I was about to say, don't I have, like, the zombie talisman, or the intimidation talisman, or whatever talisman? Yep. Despite the human brain being the thing that is thinking the thoughts, it does not know how itself works. The thing that does the thinking does not understand how the thing that does the thinking thinks. Basically. Dear. There's spiders. Oh. The platform is so big, things are spawning on it. Yep, it's tricky sometimes. Vent silver. I don't know what that's for. Oh yeah, so like a dragon. Also an observatory would be cool. You know what we could do? If I ever need minions for like mob slaying, I could put them in the Colosseum. Well, I feel that with typing. Alright, one last quadrant left for the sand. Alright, we have a circle of sand. So I got a little bit more sand than I really needed. Oh, you don't want me to teach English. I sometimes doubt whether I actually know English myself. Let's see. Next up is we need some stone brick. We need to do the first layer around the Colosseum. Plus 1 health. Oh, here, we can see what they did for this Colosseum as a little bit of inspiration. Obviously, I won't be able to match the Hypixel build team. So they don't... In this Colosseum, it doesn't even look like there was... like, rows of seating areas. It just looked like it was... these walls just for decoration, almost. It would be fun to learn more languages. It is kind of sad that here learning another language like isn't as big of a thing as it is in Europe. I did not get the stone brick that I needed. I did do 4 years of German in high school though. That was pretty cool. I wouldn't consider myself fluent in German, but I know a decent chunk of words. Hello in Polish is... Okay, so here's where I'm already getting stumped, because in English, C can either be like k, like cat, or it can be like an S sound, like an ocean. Or actually, C has like 3 different ways you can pronounce it. Like Pacific Ocean has all three different ways of pronouncing it. Like like the first C is like the S sounding one, Pacific, and then the second C is the K sounding one, so Pacific, and then ocean is like a CH sound, ocean. Yep, that's technology sometimes. So around the wall, we're gonna want, or around the arena, we'll want like probably a 3 high wall and then slabs on top. Okay, that makes sense. So that's good to hear. Normally, Google Translate is not the most reliable because some languages have a lot of nuance to them that, like, a translator, at least at the current stage of computer science, can't really match. Hmm. Oh, now you're pulling out the Cyrillic alphabet. Okay, maybe I'll see to it when I'm not streaming. Okay, that makes sense. All right, we got some walls. I think I might end up making them one higher though, because I want to use some stairs to make these like archway entrance type things. There we go. Yeah, one more layer will probably do us some good. That way we can also make the walkway around it. Also have a 3-block on the inside, or 3-block high on the inside, so that way you're not banging your head against the ceiling. And then what we want to do here is I'm going to go grab some smooth stone brick. Or not smooth stone brick, just smooth stone. Right. We've only got slabs to work with. Because Hypixel is backwards compatible. Privit? Interesting. Get back, spider. So we want to do that, and then we need to find... Because I want it to be like a 3-wide tunnel. Think. How does it feel to stream in general? There's quite a few different feelings. Back when I first started, it was a little weird, considering I was kind of just talking to myself. Now that like I'm getting more people showing up in chat, like you guys, it's becoming a little bit less that. It's not quite the same as just normal gaming, considering I'm basically having to commentate to make things interesting. So I'm not people aren't just sitting here watching me like game in silence, because that would be a little weird. Oh yeah, we definitely need that there. Goodbye, spider. Yeah, empires will like do that. Um, yeah, there's a lot of tactics different empires will use to like domineer subjects. Back to the streaming question. Yeah, you do like you definitely don't want to like go crazy while streaming. The best way I can put it is you kind of need like a theater kid mentality to both be entertaining but also kind of be able to let things go. That being said, um, there's some creators who I don't know. I can't really tell if it is an act or if they're actually getting mad. But there's some creators who kind of like thrive off of that kind of thing. Um, like I know Jay Schlatt's audience gets a real kick out of making him mad. Hence why in some of his like reaction videos there were a lot of Weezer memes. Alright, so we have like an area around. I'm not. It's like too far. I feel like I need to shave it off a little bit. Okay, maybe like that. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. No worries. History is important, and it's important we recognize what has happened before, so we can make better decisions about the future. No! No! Oh no! I didn't realize there was a build limit. Bro. That that sucks. That sucks a lot. Oh man. Oh, that sucks so much. And what's worse, it's not even like it like oh. Because if I could just do this one last loop around. Oh, I can expand the island. Skyblock? Island management. Island name, island ranks, island category. Elizabeth upgrades? Oh, is it gonna cost like actual money? Hypixel rank, city projects, account profile, account upgrades, island size, cost free, start upgrade. Oh. Okay, we just have to wait. Okay, cool. We're good. Thanks for telling me about that. So we're gonna get 4 blocks in each direction, it looks like. Yeah, thank you so much, my guy. So yeah, over the course of the next 2 days, it will upgrade the size. That's good to hear. Hmm. I guess we'll get building on the rest of this, and we'll just have to finish that little bit later. Yeah, it is important to not just study history, but also to understand who is writing the history. Because there's the phrase that history. Oops, no, my blocks. No. Anyway, there's the phrase of history was written by the victors. So it's always important to think about, is there an unreliable narrator in this instance? To like truly understand, is what we're reading and like seeing factual, or is it being tweaked to advance some kind of image? That idea of an unreliable narrator I'm very familiar with, not only just as a student of history myself, but also as a like a fantasy like world builder and storyteller. I like to incorporate it because not only does it make it more, realistic, because that's what happened in our world's history, but it's also a case of it makes players and readers have to think critically. It's like, is the information I'm being presented factual, or is it being, altered? If there's one skill I want to like foster among this growing community, is critical thinking. And I will be the first to admit that I sometimes get a little ahead of myself and forget to think critically, because I kind of get blinded by idealism sometimes. But thinking critically is incredibly important. Uh, Not just always hearing what you're told, but looking at the facts, looking at understanding whether those facts are truthful or altered, and formulating your own hypotheses. It's useful, and I'm very certain you have a brain. Honestly, I'm gonna be doing a lot more like covered stuff, so I'm probably gonna need torches so mobs don't spawn. Hmm. Yeah, change can be intimidating. I was like, whenever I broke the block, it like flashed for a second before it like replaced it. I was like, wait a minute, there's a fairy soul there. Okay, that should be enough coal. We're not like making enchanted blocks of coal. We just need torches. Beautiful torches. I don't know. It's gonna like even with streaming for like 3 hours every week, it's still taken a while to do things. Ideally, next week or yeah, next Tuesday's stream, we should hopefully be going to the end. It still depends on if the stream happens. Because that was gonna be one of my announcements at the end of the live stream tonight. Is that tomorrow's live streams are currently up in the air whether they'll happen or not. At the very minimum, they would probably happen at different times. Next week, I'm just really busy with personal stuff. And it's kind of bleeding over into my stream times. Because unfortunately, as much as I try, there's still some stuff that does take priority. What did I come over here for? Nothing. Oh, soup. I need soup. Someone gave me a bunch of soup, and I need to find it. There's my soup. Yeah, sometimes people do tend to like lump like vaguely related cultures together, even if in reality they are unique among each other, just because of like cultural happenstance or historical or geographic similarity. But yeah, back to the whole stream thing. It would like getting those hose are gonna take a hot second. I think we calculated it, and it was quite a few ancient debris. And obviously, I want to use netherite on other things first, like armor that won't get me killed. Yeah, it is fun. I've learned that it's fun talking about nerd stuff, and computer stuff is nerd stuff, so I do have fun teaching it. It's also like gratifying to me because it helps me realize that if I'm able to teach it, I am like that means I understand it. Which my first ever college professor, I absolutely hated his like personality with a burning passion. Like it just clashed so hard with my ideals and personality. But he was very effective at teaching. And whenever people asked, how do I prepare, or how do I know if I'm prepared for the exam, his answer was always, if you can teach it to someone else, you are prepared for the exam. And I have remembered that line of thinking ever since that first college course I took. And it is true. I've gone to like my friends to explain like high-level parallel programming concepts, and once I was able to explain to them how they work, I was able to like do really well. Oh yeah, especially to like a 3-year-old, having to simplify it because you're not just explaining or regurgitating it. You're having to break it down to what it really means, the concepts, and be able to put it into different words. And being able to do that is both demonstrating not only your knowledge of it, but your ability to apply it. I also just like yapping and yapping. Yeah, I found that was one of the best ways to like, even if it's not studying, just give myself confidence for an exam. Go to like a friend, like, and if you've got an exam coming up, go to a friend and see, even if they're not in your major, or like even better if they're not in your major, if you can somehow explain to them what this like high level concept is, and they're able to like get it, or at least you're able to explain it confidently, then you are pretty knowledgeable, and it should help. It should be like a motion of confidence. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that first professor was such an enigma to me. Like I absolutely 100% hated his personality with a burning passion because it clashed so hard with mine. And like it felt like like it was crushing in on my ideals, but it was so effective at teaching. And normally, whenever I find like a professor which I can't stand, it coincides with them not being able to teach. But this guy was just able to teach so effectively that I'm still to this day like flabbergasted. Yeah, that is also a good way to elaborate on it. And I think the 5-year-old part is highlighting the explaining it to someone who doesn't know, like doesn't understand many things as much. Um, like me going to someone who hasn't studied computer science and trying to explain computer science to them is a big thing. Oh, hi, creeper. Goodbye, creeper. Yep. It's something I wish I knew like much earlier on in my education, like when I was in school. Like just going to someone and explaining a concept to them would have done wonders. I think the reason why I didn't use it as much as I should have when I was in college was probably because like I was not inclined to like talk to people about it if I did not think the subject was interesting. Like probably one of the best examples of this was like assembly or computer architecture, or not computer architecture, more so assembly. Like I have absolutely no interest in programming in such low level like languages, and I think that's why I didn't have the interest enough in like to talk to my friends about assembly, like how it works. Okay. So we have the base level of the Colosseum. Now we need like the stairs. And I think primarily because I want to show off the fact that I watched a certain someone's video. That I know this random Latin word, but we will be building a vomitorium. Nice, that's awesome to hear. There we go. There. Oh, we don't have walls, do we? Because backwards compatibility. Hypixel. Why? Walls are so good. Stone brick wall. Cybersecurity. That's really cool. Cybersecurity is so fascinating. Like if I wasn't interested in doing game design, but was still interested in computer science, I would definitely greatly consider cybersecurity. And what's great about cybersecurity is always going to be very useful. Because even with new computers and new technologies, that just mean, like, even if we start making locks with increasing magnitudes of key, or, like, encryption, people are still also going to be developing computers capable of breaking that encryption. So cybersecurity is always going to be important. Okay, next up is stairs. Now, I can't remember when stone stairs, like smooth stone stairs, were added to Minecraft. Well, we don't need stairs, we need... Yeah. Alright, let's go see what blocks are available. But yeah, cybersecurity is always going to be very needed. Especially in the modern world. We can make cobblestone stairs, sandstone stairs, and many various types of wooden stairs. You know what might work? Sandstone stairs. Oh my goodness, the lobby is so laggy. Yeah, like the cybersecurity arms race between encryption and decryption will always be raging on for forever. And it's important to, like continue to fight that arms race. Cuz our devices store literally everything about us. So it's important to keep them safe. Yep. Yep, being able to explain something to someone else to prove your knowledge is incredibly powerful. The arena is starting to take shape. We just need some more stone brick. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, honestly. Because you can't. It's harder to explain. Like, it's harder to remember just a number than it is to, like, be able to work out the logic behind something or the theory behind something. One of my favorite like moments in learning while I was in school was whenever I took physics, right? Uh, Algebra-based physics, and we were taught the kinematics equations for showing the relationship between position, velocity, and acceleration. But then, whenever I got into calculus and I learned how to derivate and integrate, I had the realization that all the kinematics equations are just derivatives and integrals of each other. That was like the mind blown moment. Like, oh my goodness, it makes sense because it's the change over time for each thing. So each equation is just a derivative. Bruh, spider. Nice. Like, that's also one of the coolest like things about learning how to derive equations from little knowledge is because at that point you don't need to like commit yourself to memorizing every equation. You just need to understand how math works and how to derive each equation. Can't remember if I've had a moment like that, but I've definitely talked to friends and they've had moments where they were like, yeah, so I was there on the test and I like couldn't remember the equation, but I was able to derive the equation necessary. I love physics. Physics is probably my second favorite discipline of science, next to only astronomy. Physics is one of the reasons, like, whenever I realized I wanted to do computer science, that I wanted to do game design because, um, since I really love physics, one of the few computer science disciplines that like utilizes physics is game design or game development because you can build physics into your games. That's fun to hear that you had a similar experience to mine. I thought I was in creative mode for a second where I could punch a block and would get rid of it. Oh man, we're getting to the point where the circle is so large that it's hard to spot the individual block differences. Ah, I'm out of smooth stone. There's a little bit more. My arena that is half up against the world border. More smooth stone. Hey, there you are. And I probably can sell most of the sandstone stairs back. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. It's like thinking it's not like it's not exposed to the sky, which is very strange. No worries. It's always good to support artists. You know, I'm looking at this. I don't know if 4 blocks is gonna cut it. I think this is going to be the biggest the arena gets, though. You know what we do need to build at some point is like essentially a portal room where we can start collecting the portals to the different islands. Welcome back. The Colosseum is starting to come together. Ooh, exciting. No worries, dude. Make sure to get some rest. All right, yeah. Thanks for tuning into the stream. There's mobs spawning on the arena. I need to go get more stone brick. Lots of lots of high drama comics going on, huh? That's good to hear. And there we are. It's not quite done yet. We have the arches we still need to do, but I think that's probably going to be it for today. This is honestly a lot more progress than I thought we'd make. We even got some vomitoria put in, which is very exciting. We have the stands, and then there's also down here in the actual arena, which it actually looks really cool at night with the light coming up off the torches. But yeah, hopefully we'll have enough blocks this way, although I'm not convinced we will, because it's from like here. No, it's like here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's only being expanded by 4. So we're going to be 1 block short when it expands, which is very sad. But this is an excellent start to the arena. We just need to do like the big arches, and then we need to do the like outside detailing and stuff. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's live stream on Hypixel Skyblock. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you too for putting up with my monotonous building. Okay. I do not consider myself one. I just really like the Dungeons and Dragons Dragonborn species, which is a humanoid species, and dragons from D&D are also like highly intelligent and existed on the D&D worlds before humanoids. I don't personally have like a problem with them. I will not like hate on someone for that. I just wouldn't say I am one. I just like dragons. And yeah, these skins that I've made are more my Dragonborn characters than full dragons as well. Goodbye, spider. Goodbye, spider. Oh, they didn't die. Oh, they have like 300 health. That's probably why. But yeah, am simply dragon enthusiast. I don't have a problem. I think it's kind of stupid to hate someone for that. It's honestly kind of stupid to hate on people for most things. So I just feel indifferent. If you like it, you like it. And I don't have the authority to say that your opinion needs to change, so yeah. And I am just an enthusiast, not one myself. Ow. Yep, we will, as long as it's not breaking YouTube terms of service, and not, harming, like, attacking others, we will maintain free speech here. So, if you wish, you may. But yeah, this is going to be the end of today's stream. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Special thanks to channel members. Also, have a lookout for next week, because next week will be Dragon Week, and I'm planning on releasing at least 2 videos for Dragon Week. I would love to do more, but things are getting really busy for me. I've got a lot of work stuff to do, so yeah. I'm really excited about Dragon Week. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.